Okay, so I want to thank you for checking out this video, and this is part 2 of my success motivation self-image story. Okay, and I tell you something that this was so vital in my development as a human being. Okay, and so I've got some exciting things I want to share with you in this video. Before I do get there, if you're open to ways to make money online, be sure to check out the information and the links in the description area of this video. Okay, I just wanted to share that. Now let's get into the rest of the story. And if you haven't checked out the first part of the story, then be sure to do that. Okay, all right, so here we go. Okay, so this is the first thing I really want to get out in this video, and that is that my story is not unique to those who suffer from self-image related issues. Although we all come from different backgrounds, we have different experiences, but those who suffer self-image related issues have very common experiences. For an example, a lot of times we suffer from low self-esteem and lack of confidence, feelings of inadequacy and inferiority complexes. I mean, and everybody may not have all of those things, but we do carry a lot of the same things. Okay, and there's some other things as well. I mean, I had self-limiting attitudes, self-limiting behaviors. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but believe me, it was something I could cry about as well. And I went through some dark days in my life when I was going through a poor self-image. Okay, and so I want to share some things in this video about what the self-image is. And we'll talk about, we won't get to everything I'll say in this video, but hopefully you'll grab hold of some things that you can walk away with and see some things. And I'll say this too. If you know somebody that may be suffering with a poor self-image, be sure to share this information with them. Okay, share a tape share a video tape, because that's how I got started, learning from Success Motivation Institute on cassette tapes. Okay, Paul J. Meyer, the president of Success Motivation Institute, and I learned what the self-image was in back in the early 80s. Okay, wow, man, I'm thinking about all this stuff now. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, now as you can see, the self-image is a critical aspect of our mental and emotional well-being, as it can and does influence our thoughts, feelings, and our behaviors. Okay, how can you be truly you if you do not know who you truly are? You see, we really don't know who we are, okay, when we have a poor self-image. Somewhere along the way, we lose sight of the real us. Okay, and that's what happened in my life. I was walking around, and I didn't know who I was. Okay, and boy, so I've got some things I just want to share with you. And if you're You know somebody, maybe you might be feeling like this at times. You don't know who you are. So let's get into it, okay? Okay, look here for me. A poor self-image can be a debilitating force in one's life, and it certainly can be, okay? It can prevent individuals from achieving their goals, pursuing their dreams, and living their lives to the fullest. You see, that was my life before I learned that I had a self-image and before I knew that I could change my self-image. I mean, there was actually a time in my life, I'm talking about early 20s now, when I was, I can laugh about it now because I know that I got help, okay, and that people can be helped if they suffer from a poor self-image. But you know, I was a salesman, okay, outside salesman, and I would go to office buildings and sell a coffee plan. This is back in the day, y'all. And but when it rained outside, look, I was so gray inside of myself, okay. Felt so bad that when it rained, I could not go outside. Think about that for a moment. I'm a salesman. I need to be out in the field selling. And when it rained, I felt like rain was raining inside my heart. Oh my gosh. It was absolutely terrible, okay? Okay, the self-image is your concept of what sort of person you are, okay? And we're going to pause there. I'm going to think about that, okay? And it is vitally important to know and understand your true self. So you can have an image of yourself, okay, that's not really you, but you think that is who you are, okay? And that was me, okay? So, look, it's vitally important to know and understand your true self. You can have a self-conception, okay, that is totally wrong about who you truly are. My goodness. Oh man. Now see, I could almost cry because I thought about where I was. Man, when you start, okay, we're going to move forward. Okay, now said another way, and this might be good for clarification, okay? The self-image is the mental picture that we have of ourselves, including our physical appearance, personality, and abilities, okay? Those with a poor self-image have a distorted mental picture of who they truly are. So we have a distorted mental picture, a faulty picture of who we are when we suffer with a poor self-image. My goodness. Okay, now, if people suffer from with a poor self-image, it will show up, definitely show up in areas of our lives. For an example, again, a lot of times it shows up with people who are walking in low self-esteem, feeling inadequate, lacking confidence, okay, inferiority complexes, all these types of things, even, and it affects us like our mental state, okay. But a positive self-image can lead to increased self-confidence, better relationships, and improved mental health. My goodness, okay? So, all right, let's talk some more. Okay, now, on the other hand, a negative or poor self-image can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and even depression or anxiety, okay? Okay, and so I learned that I could change the image that I had of myself. I learned that I could change the mental picture that I had of myself. And you can't change your self-image through willpower, okay? Willpower won't work. You actually have to change the picture. And I'm going to get into this maybe in another video a little bit deeper. You actually have to change the picture that you have of yourself, okay? Now let's look at this. Changing a poor self-image is not difficult. With the right information, mindset, and strategies, anyone can learn to change their self-image and learn to know, love, and accept themselves for who they are. Folks, this is something that I lived, okay? And yes, I got into the study of the self-image and all of that, but I lived this. This is not just through study. This is actually living it, walking through it, and changing the image, the picture that I had of myself, okay? Okay, I'm about to wind this down, okay? But look here again. It says, again, the self-image is a critical aspect of our mental and emotional well-being, as it can and does influence our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, okay? And look at this thought here. It says, your soul knows you are good enough. My goodness. And there was something in me that realized, okay, and I knew something was wrong all the time. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was my self-image because I didn't know I had a self-image, okay? But I knew in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit, I knew that something was wrong and that I was better than that thing I was going through with the poor self-image. I knew I was better than that. I didn't know how to change it, okay? But I knew down in my soul, I knew something was wrong and that I was better than I was actually showing up in my own life. If that makes sense. I hope it does, okay? Okay, real quick, I just want to get you ready for the next video if you're so inclined to check it out, okay? There's a thought that says, I am more than my scars. Thank you. I am more than my scars. In closing this video, look here for me. The challenge for people with a poor self-image is that often he or she sees and focuses on the scars of life as opposed to focusing on the power to change. Because a lot of people don't know how to change, don't think that they can change. But I'm here to tell folk, you can change your self-image. You can change into your image into a success image. You can change your life powerfully, because I did it, okay? And sometimes the scars of life are very deep, but we can change. I'm going to get into that in the next message on the self-image part 3. All right, thanks so much for taking a listen. Y'all be blessed. Bye-bye now.